situation. You need to protect yourselves. You need to arm yourself. And this is the way I learned, because you know what? People are not going to give a rat's ass when your life is on the line. And you know, the government, when I say the government in general, this is what the Obama, the shadow government, are trying to overthrow what Donald Trump, because Donald Trump is doing, because Donald Trump was just one of us. He's like, I'm sick and tired of this shit. That's why people elected him. He might be crass, but he's just saying that, yes, the school, the part, which I am very, you know, I'm very, very concerned that this is another setup, this so-called the false flags from Vegas. I mean, because we're not stupid. These George Soros have billions of dollars, and they wreck countries so they can make money, and they hate our freedom. And this is one thing, it's our freedom. The founding father gave us the right to defend ourselves and our property. Right to bear arms, and this is why they want to take that away from you. Yeah, again, there are so many knife killings. They don't ban knives in the house. Fires, they don't come and ban stoves. They don't ban cars. I'm just saying, cars could really wreak some damage, right? U-Hauls and you know, things like that. So the only reason why that this media, like circling the, what do you call the, you know, stink on doo-doo. So circling on this, this whole thing with the Parkland and this indignation, we got to take away guns. And what Donald Trump says is true. No, we're going to put more guns, because otherwise we're going to be outgunned. How could you reassure me, a law-abiding citizen? Because when you go get trained, like by NRA certified teachers, and train you how to use a firearm and all this kind of stuff, so that you can properly protect your homes and yourselves. And that's why he says, Donald Trump says that you have to have teachers that are ready. We're ready to fight back. Because what you gonna do? Just huddle like that poor football teacher, coach, huddle and put himself in between the bullets and the kids? You can't do that. You have to fight back. And that's exactly what we have to do, instead of we're just like a bunch of dead meat, you know. I don't want to be a dead meat. But somehow I feel like this is it's the right way to interpret things, and that definitely does not sit well with a date. That's why I say the date is it's the mystery package. You never know what you're going to get yourself into. So everybody wants to put on their best look when they go out, right? But it's like, as I would say, as the night wears out. So I went out on this date. I'm sorry, I'm kind of a little bit back and forth and here and there, because I guess I got a little bit of sake. Oh my goodness, sake that kind of gets to your brain. So I don't do drugs, but yeah, alcohol is a form of drug. Maybe, I don't know, I accidentally inhale someone else's pot. Accidentally, yeah. To no fault of my own, so I put that shit away. Oh man, take a whiff of that. Pop, 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 pop. So I should have known if someone who is a retired engineer, literally they build stadiums, but this is in San Francisco. So that was what I was told before I was like excited and went out and gone home. This is like a few months back, right? I'm just saying, I'm just telling you that dating world is hard. So my point is, the marriage is hard, dating world is hard. I don't know if you have a better story, tell me your story. But I don't want to use the word like, you know, mourning every day. But it is a lot of things you mentally gear up, because no matter what, like you talk to people, social media or whatever, and through all that, you feel like you have some kind of connection, right? When I say like you can talk about certain things, maybe you talk on the phone, so you're all geared up. And I went to this Westlake Village, is like nice place, on the lake. I did not know Westlake has actually a lake. So I feel like a down tourist. Me just a FOB. Oh yeah, I'm at Westlake now, and this place supposed to have some music and, you know, live band. When you say live band, it's somebody playing piano, really. And banjo. Oh. So this gentleman was retired from some kind of engineer in San Francisco. So I figure that didn't click, right? But I figured that he knows engineer like stadiums, because he was building whatever the stadium Candlelight, it used to be the Candlelight, and he was saying a big Chinese owner, Chinese people bought it, and right away I go, well, that's not good, because they have so much money. Well, you know, China wants to take over the United States by colonization, but they buy up all these properties. But some countries, I mean, even backwards as they are, dictator countries, I heard, they will not allow foreigners, they're really very stringent, foreigners to buy properties, because for the exact same reason, because you can just buy them out, right? But no, the Candlelight Stadium is owned by some Chinese people from Taiwan and so forth. So he's building this construction, and, you know, whatever engineer do, that's all fine and everything, and a couple glasses of wine and everything, you know. I'm not gossiping, but maybe I'm just saying, like, with all this energy, because every time you get yourself like really prepped up, you know, you devote your time, flesh, and your good thoughts. My good thoughts obviously didn't turn out good. Everything was good until the end, looking around, just walking around the lake and look at the boat. I mean, this is all good, right? So far you're following me, right? There's the so-called the moon and shadowing the sailboats that are coming into, I don't know if they're sailboat or houseboat, but, you know, West Lake, you know that there's the lake. I feel like, oh, I'm just a tourist there a little bit. All good until somehow I did not mention, I try not to even go there, anything about Trump or whatever. This person says that Trump is an asshole, but fuck Trump, he's an asshole. I think maybe the alcohol did it. You know me, I'm not gonna bite my tongue. What do you mean Trump is an asshole? Oh, he raped these women, all these charges. It's all women, like, supposedly, I'm gonna jump on the women bandwagon shit. But I said, dude, there is no proof he did any of that. Oh, what about this, the Billy Bush interview, like he groped him, and it's all about this power trip and whatever. I suppose they still think that I'm on the feminist train. But I can even say that the feminist movement have gone way too, like Linda Salazar, the pro-Muslim feminist, about mutilation of genitals. I go, that's scary, because you can never have orgasm again, right? Right? You know, I think that feminists they're just like probably frustrated housewives or lesbos that really they just need a good pounding. I mean, yeah, really, I don't mean like, you know, hey, I mean pounding the head, right? They just need to get that shit pounded out of them. Because I just, like, I can't understand that. I mean, why do you hate men so much, right? There's got to be a reason. I don't know. I don't hate men. I mean, I just think that sometimes maybe you had the bad childhood, father mistreated you or whatever. I'm just saying that, but it's not nothing that you cannot be healed from. It's a God-given instinct, you know, but it's like, man, oh, harassment. It's pretty funny. I know there's a certain degree, there's a lot of that debating about for sex and so-called the harassment issue, but, you know, come on, cut it out. My answer, of course, is very legitimate. I said so what does that got to do? A lot of people have have different issues, right? This is when I answer about the Donald Trump and being accused about some kind of harassment or whatever. What has that got to do with running a country, trying to turn the ship? I mean, maybe I have a captain who's a smoker and a drinker. I don't really care, because everybody have their vices. It's not like, as long as they can steer the ship the right way, because it was going to crash into the fucking iceberg. You see, that's what Obama was doing, is pouring in like refugees, and then we have to feed them clothes, and they have nothing to do. They say they're bored. They're like in the open squares and yelling the aloha, but I just want to, dance to America. I mean, the ones that are more subdued, they're in the sales right now. They're hiding. They're afraid of Donald Trump, but they're just like keeping it down. Oh yeah, okay, we just take our checks and get our little mosque and plot our next mass shooting or whatever, right? So why don't they crack down on mosques? Because it's a fake religious organization. Their ideologies, they're really preaching hatred for America. So there you are. Anyways, I did get a little carried away, but I think that I wasn't making sense. If it helped me out here, if I was not making sense, so then I'm willing to learn. I just said that a person, I really truly feel that way, even as oppressed as I was, as upbringing in a little village in a third world country. I said it before, and I believe that if there weren't so much shitholes, you wouldn't have struggled to get here, to leave there. So why do you want to turn this place into a shithole just like that place you came out of? Kind of mother, why you it's like Post-Tonyville. Oh, gotta go back to that shithole. This is too good to be true. But this is what happens. That we're guaranteed by the Constitution. Nobody can accuse you without, like, anonymously, without having a proof. So basically, if it wasn't proven, I can't condemn the guy. I wasn't there. I didn't see it happen. And again, what's that got to, maybe just say, okay, I give you this much. Maybe half of it is true that, he did abuse women or blah, blah, blah. But the fact is, hey, let he who does not have sin cast the first stone. So that just like, I could not believe it. I thought that I was energized. This person was more energized, and that's a good word. I mean, literally, I thought that the guy was going to throw a punch in the parking lot, and he literally grabbed me by the throat. What is it that you don't understand? He says so he said there's the rule of this, like you throw a dart. Every time if you throw around, the way he explained it, he said all the accusations. So you're saying, oh, okay, that dart went up there, so that accusation is false. But he said, but you have all these accusations that surround this, the target, that Trump is bad. Then you have to know the average of all these darts, right? It's like here, boom, boom. There's so much truth to that. And then he said you average it out, that Trump is bad. With that, he still tried to persuade me. Anyways, he said there was something wrong with me, and it ended up in a shouting, also like strangling match. And I just say, hey, watch their security cameras here. I was a little worried for my life because I never seen so much, all of a sudden the hatred just spew out. I didn't ruin it, the guy ruined it. Oh my God, because he saw like, oh, Asian people are supposed to be more subdued. I guess none of that happened. That was that news. So, okay, what's the bottom line? The bottom line is, dating is hard. Okay, that's all I got to say. It's just like you have to climb through so many different challenges. I mean, even before you get there, I mean, just think about the dates that don't show up. I mean, basically you're just meeting people and see if you actually click. You see what I'm saying? And I suppose we're all made out of very different material and our upbringing and whatever. that's all. That's my little story of the day. So go myricegirl.com for the, you could, if you can order the DVD, or like I was saying to you, it's easier, just specify when you go to the PayPal, get the hat, PayPal.me/Cheryl link for $25 or more. You can ask for either the hat or the DVD. And the shirt, Teresa King, wear that shirt. Why am I not wearing it? Because I wore it yesterday. Give it a rest. So this is the original shirt, small, medium, and large. Already, I'm looking forward to see you guys wearing them.